MLB The Show has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cubs are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now to the plate, Joe Morgan. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick things off tonight with a swing and a miss for a first pitch strike as we're underway. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Stepping up to the plate, Jeff Bagwell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Ray, a native of Tennessee. He was a 12th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Into the box, Junior Moore. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Two-0 count. The pitch sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Here comes the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 ripped down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Wait, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a whiff at a good slider that time. With runners in scoring position this season, Griffey is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Behind 0-2 now. Bagwell on third, Moore on second, Ruth at first, one gone. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Ready now, Mike Piazza entering play. He's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here. First pitch on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. 1 run is scored. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third. And he certainly has been no mystery to solve thus far. Sooner or later they might need to get someone else in there just to get out of the first. Into the box now, Mike Schmidt. He'll look to pad that RBI total a bit here as he enters play 8th in the National League in that category. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 3 runs already home here. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Standing in now, Dan O'Neill, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
The 3-0. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Into the box for his first at bat in this one, Cal Ripken. And we'll see if he's able to stay locked in. Without a doubt, one of the hotter hitters on this ball club right now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Up around the face.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. But this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Popped him up. Vizquel is there. And the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Dan O'Neill, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Omar Vizquel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a first pitch knuckleballs inside for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams. not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. O'Neill is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Luis Gonzalez. Hard hit ball to short. Oh, what a stop on the slide. He gathers the throw. What an outstanding play to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 3-0. Into the box now, Joe Morgan, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Now the pitch. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Jeff Bagwell waits on deck. Payoff pitch one more time, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Now in the box, Jeff Bagwell. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch out. Nothing doing. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back. Morgan gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it's 1-2.
One ball.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Into the box now, Junior Moore, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out for short. Vizquel scoops it up to second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, but too late, as they'll just get the 1. So 1 out here with runners at first and third. And here comes the Babe. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Well, Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning. But I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Griffey Jr. looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And Griffey swings right through this one, so it's 0-2 now to Junior. Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, it takes a nasty hop and he's unable to haul it in. 1 run scores. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Now batting, Mike Piazza. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line drive, base hit down the line. And the throw in gets away from him.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Stepping in now, Mike Schmidt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Two balls and no strikes to Mike Schmidt.
Well, we're just in the 2nd inning. Well, that command he normally has on the side just doesn't quite seem to be there. He's really fighting himself right now.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2 and 2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
Ball 3. 3 and 2 now.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
3-2 pitch. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Now at the plate, Dan O'Neill. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
1-1.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2 and 2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. in the dirt, and now let's see. Is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. Three-two pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. So a two-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Matt Cook is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Standing in now, Cal Ripken, as he'll take a look at ball one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Count now, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 9 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Settling in now, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Dan, I don't think it's possible to throw a knuckleball middle cut the way that one just came out.
You know, as a pitcher, a knuckleball pitcher, you make your living on that movement of the ball going up, down, in and out. In the last place you want that one is the middle of the plate. And unfortunately, that's where that one ended up. And the result, a solid base hit.
First pitch on its way. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Lamb averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly .250. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Standing in, David Peralta. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch on its way. Knuckleball taken inside for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Bagwell fields it cleanly. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Standing in, Steven Souza, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch, a knuckler that just missed too low. And a strike as he waves through a knuckleball. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Moore is there. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Arizona. They're down 9-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Morgan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Koch, an Iowa native. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Fouled off. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
One-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, I know what he was thinking there. The pitch before was way out of the zone, and he was hacking. So the pitcher says, hey, if he's going to swing at that, how about this? Solid strategy, except this time it didn't work out, and it's a wild pitch.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Into the box, Junior Moore. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Popped him up. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Babe Ruth, runner in scoring position with Sir John. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Skied down the left field line. Gonzalez is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Set to get his evening at the plate started, John Ryan Murphy. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner. A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. The 1-2 misses off the plate. The 2-2 one more time. is swung on and missed. He got him.
Batting ninth. Pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Matt Cook. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a knuckleball over the outside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Now batting. The shortstop.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Omar Vizquel. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit softly to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. Diamondbacks down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Ready once again, Ken Griffey Jr. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Griffey Jr. aboard here at first with nobody out. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
In now, Mike Schmidt. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. On the year, Schmidt has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A pause and the 0-2. Liner toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And now gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
There are two parts to every great catch. One, getting the right route to make the play. And two, hanging on. That was a terrific diving catch by the outfielder.
Standing in now, Dan O'Neill, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. One there, on to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Knuckleball upstairs, dangerous pitch taken for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Won't go after that one, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ruth giving chase, and they can't run it down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Piazza has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Luis Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That knuckleball dances over the inside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High pop-up. Bagwell over to his right. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 44.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Goldschmidt with a swing and a ball sent out to deep left. Ruth going back on it, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Number 26 for him on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One for the D-backs on the home run by Paul Goldschmidt. We're through 4. It's cut now to a 9-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Cal Ripken. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Here's a strike. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. Joe Morgan is on deck. The 3-1. Full count now. The 3-2 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman, Joe.
Now at the plate, Joe Morgan. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Ball 2 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Ripken on at first, nobody out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Stepping in now, Jeff Bagwell, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So striding forward now, Junior Moore. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First offering on its way. And there's a base hit on the line.
Watch your face right there. Are you kidding me? To get an infielder to duck out of the way at this level, you got to be kidding me.
Into the box now, Babe Ruth, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez on the move, and no one will track it down. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. That's inside. 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 on the way. The count now at 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's in there. Base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right
there. In now, Mike Piazza, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Cubs lead this one 11-1. Up next for Arizona, David Peralta, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
The windup and the 0-1.
That ball's foul.
That misses 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, and the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Striding in, Steven Souza. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knuckleball that dances right over the outside corner for a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. Morgan in the hole. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
In now, John Ryan Murphy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And now a pitch on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Popped him up. Morgan into shallow center, and that's the 3rd out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Stepping into the box, Mike Schmidt. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Mike Schmidt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Fouled away. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Full count. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he fouls this one off.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Fouled off. hit hard on the ground to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Well, you see that happen quite a bit at the big league level, Dero. Breaking ball up and away, hard slider up out of the zone, hit for a bullet for a base hit.
Yeah, Dan, you try and look for it to pop out above the pitcher's hand, and that usually signifies that it's going to be something breaking. That was actually a slider, so nice job by the offensive player, not only recognizing it, but not trying to do too much.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Schmidt gets his lead at first, nobody out. So a full count now. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. Man, that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in to try it again. Cal Ripken 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Ripken is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations. Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Oh, look at the dive. He's up with it. The throw. The second for 1. Digging in now, Joe Morgan. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Has a look, now the pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with another 2-2. And look out. That might have got him right in the chest. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Well, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher, a la that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out great hustle, because that's a tough play for the catcher right there. He definitely cleared himself and gave him that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout? Are the guys laughing at you for hitting one that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically at you. You know what? You take out your BGs, you tell a first base coach that's a line drive in a box score tomorrow.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Ball 3.
Ball 3.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. A.J. Pollock is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
A.J. Pollock.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Pollock hits right-handed pitching very well, makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Omar Vizquel. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Set and the pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
0-1, here it comes. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. A step on the bag for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Zach Godley enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Zach Godley.
Digging in the switch hitter, Junior Moore. He singled his last time up.
Junior Moore.
First offering on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Marte fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Left fielder, Babe Ruth.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruth. In his last appearance, he singled home a pair of runs. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. One out, nobody on.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1. Hit sharply on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Digging in and looking for more, Ken Griffey Jr. trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1.
2 strikes.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Digging in once again, Luis Gonzalez will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner. Seared down the first baseline. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Not an easy thing to do because that knuckleball doesn't have a lot of velo. He was able to pull it, but keep it just enough fair for the long home run.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. His second of the game, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he rips it on the ground to second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Standing in now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Lamb aboard here at first with nobody out. The next 1-2 pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. No hits to this point. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Moore moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in, John Ryan Murphy. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And that one just missed outside. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. The Cubs are on top 12-3. At the plate, Mike Piazza has got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Mike Piazza.
First offering on its way. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And that misses 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
2 strikes.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
O'Neill.
So striding in, Dan O'Neill. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Obviously the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. Marte has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. John Jay will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. At the plate, Omar Vizquel, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. Here's a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Morgan takes it in, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Ketel Marte. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box now, Luis Gonzalez.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. On, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Marte leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Marte rounds third and is digging for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. The Cubbies are in front 12-3. Randall Delgado comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Delgado.
Digging in, Cal Ripken. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the 9th. First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
I got 3-2.
The 3-2 pitch gets him looking. Strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
The next Cub up, Joe Morgan. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, I can't fault the pitcher right now, but he better make an adjustment. This guy came into the game ice cold, but after 3 knocks, to give him another chance to beat you seems foolish.
Into the box, Jeff Bagwell, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Here's a high pop-up. Lamb over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Junior Moore, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
In now, Babe Ruth, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Throw over to first, and he's back standing. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Down the left field line and deep.
Foul ball, that's out.
Three and one to the Cubs left fielder.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping up now, Ken Griffey Jr. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1.
A high fastball is in there.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubs lead this one 13-3. Fergie Jenkins, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 31, Fergie Jenkins.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Lifted down the line in left. Ruth shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Jake Lamb standing in now. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. is laid off for ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a 2-0 fastball runs away. 3-0 now. Jenkins, 28 years old. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
The 3-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Arizona down to its last strike. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
13-3 the final score. The Cubbies posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Dan O'Neill records his 18th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Robbie Ray gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. A reminder that post-game Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street station.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Cincinnati Reds put together 10 total hits as they manhandled the Marlins 10-3. At the start of the day, the Marlins sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Reds sit in last place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Philadelphia Phillies swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 9-4. Heading into the day, the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East, 10 games out of first, while the Phillies are 2nd in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Washington Nationals set 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the visiting Mets, 8-1. As of today, the Nationals are in 1st place in the NL East, 3.5 games ahead of 2nd, and the Mets are 3rd in the division. They trail 1st by 4 games. The Bronx Bombers totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Red Sox 7-3. In the standings, the Yankees are in 2nd place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Red Sox are atop the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. Nathan Eovaldi got the win throwing 8 shutout innings as Tampa Bay rolled past the Blue Jays 2-0. At the start of the day, the Blue Jays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rays are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-2. As of right now, the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central. They're 7.5 games out of first. And the White Sox are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Kansas City Royals went deep 4 times as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 9-8. Entering the day's action, the Tigers are in 3rd place in the AL Central, 16 games out of first, while the Royals are 4th in the division, 19 games out of first. The Halos racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the A's in Oakland 4-0. Heading into the day, the A's sit in 2nd place in the American League West, 5 games back. And the Angels are atop the division. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.